working on cars and trucks. Peterbilt was, not Peterbilt, Pet Boys was the last place, and before that I worked for General Motors in a couple of different garages, and I worked at one independent garage. And then something I've always wanted to do was teach. And a friend of mine, Paul Danner, worked here, and he said that they was looking for instructors, so I come up and interviewed, talked with Jim Shore, and he seemed to like me. And then I talked to Mr. Wilkie. Mr. Wilkie gave the okay, so really appreciated those three guys. Something I wanted to do whenever I was young, when I was still in high school and everything, but we had a pretty big family, and it was pretty tough to get into college and everything. So living on a farm, my dad had to fix all the equipment and everything, so I started out with doing to him when I was probably about 6 years old, handing him tools, and probably knew fractions before I knew whole numbers. He said, "No, this ain't a 9/16. I want a 5/8." So, you know, it was fun. I learned a lot. So then I went to tech school, very similar to this, but in the whole scheme of things, not nearly as good as this, because they didn't go into computers. Of course, we didn't have no computers back then. And they didn't go through gen ed, which I think is a big benefit in this field. Just be with all the guys. The students are a lot of fun. The instructors are. The people up front were. Everybody was. They made this a happy place. And I've heard many times people say, "You find a job you love, you'll never work another day." And this became true with me in this short period of time. Scared to death. Why? I don't know. Donna and I seem to got all our ducks in line. Everything seems good and everything, but what I worry about is if something catastrophic happened and something like that, and then what do I do? But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That comes from Donna. Donna gives me a lot of support in what we're doing. We discussed this for many months before we made this decision. So I'd say probably, I don't know if it's scared or nervous about it. Is there anything for me to do? Absolutely. There's a lot of different things that I can do and want to do, and the wife, Donna, she wants to do, so we do love to do traveling and seeing things. So. Number one, to my students, try to pay attention to this. Don't try to get in a hurry to buy this, that, and the other. Try to focus on getting started, and once you do, you get started in everything, you will not only make a good living, you're going to make a very good living as far as taking care of your family, taking care of your children, things like that, and there'll always be enough money left over for toys that you might want. Instructors, if you have complaints about this place, the first place I recommend you do is go look in a mirror. So I cannot see anything. And this is the truth. I am not just blabbing this. This is really one fine organization I've worked for. Everybody seems to get along with everybody. If somebody needs a help, whether it's just advice, knowledge, or actually giving a hand, they've been great. Been great. I don't know anybody to just put you off. Adios. Yeah, everybody have a good time, and I hope to stop in occasionally, maybe to teach a class or two, or just to come in and kibitz with everybody. So Have a good time. If you're having a good time, you're going to learn. Okay?